Welcome to Monday's meditation, and this week's meditation is going to connect us with the Bach Flower Remedy walnut. So I invite you now, if you haven't already made yourself comfortable, to do so. You're going to be sitting for a few minutes, so make yourself comfortable. Just noticing your body in the chair or on the surface that you are on, and noticing all your contact points with that surface. So perhaps your elbows are touching the bed or the chair. Your back hopefully is supported. Notice where you've placed your hands and your feet, and just be aware by gently wiggling your toes and your fingers. Notice the physical connection that you have with your body. Your mind and your body are not separate. They're part of you. So just be aware of that connection now, and add in the connection of your breath. So breathing in at the tip of your nose and breathing out there. Breathing in, you can tell yourself you're breathing in, and breathing out, you can tell yourself you're breathing out. Just becoming aware of the flow of breath going in and the flow of breath as it leaves. Perhaps paying a little bit of attention to when the in-breath becomes an out-breath. Just noticing that. And the point of all this focus is to try to let your thoughts fade into the background as you focus on your breath, as you notice your physical body breathing. So noticing the rise and fall of your chest and tummy with your next breath. Perhaps noticing if your shoulders also move. Acknowledging any thoughts that come in and just trying to gently let them fade into the background as you focus on your breath. There's nowhere else to be, there's nothing else to do. So just allow the thoughts to fade into the background and enjoy this time that's for you. This is your time. This is a time for you to sit and connect with the peace that's always within. So breathing in, you know you're breathing in, and breathing out, you know you're breathing out. Just gently, and perhaps slowing your breath down a little bit. So allowing that cool, fresh breath that you're breathing in to be a little bit slower, so that it feels fresher and clearer. And just allowing your out-breath to naturally flow out. Peaceful, quiet. Breathing in, you know you're breathing in. Breathing out, you know you're breathing out. Just noticing your eyelids, how gentle they are. They offer protection, but in an ever so gentle way to your eyes. Just noticing them, just allow your attention to gently fall on your eyelids. Not your eyes behind them, but the eyelids themselves. Just noticing them. Noticing any thoughts that are coming in and just letting them go as your attention gently rests on your eyelids. Peaceful, quiet, protective. Just allowing yourself to relax. Noticing how relaxed your eyelids are. Allowing that feeling to flow through the rest of your body. Through your head, your neck, your shoulders, your arms, your hands, your fingers. allowing the peacefulness of your eyelids to flow down your back, through your spine, your shoulder blades, into your hips, your pelvis. Allowing the peacefulness of your eyelids to flow down through your front, your chest, your rib cage, your tummy. Allowing the peacefulness of your eyelids to flow down through your legs, your knees, your ankles, your heels, your feet, and your toes. And just gently allowing any disturbing thoughts, any thoughts that are persistent, to flow down through your body, through that peacefulness and out through your toes. So anything that pops up in your mind, just allow it to go down through your body and leave you through your feet, through your toes. And now I want you to switch off your logical mind, allow your higher self to take over. And as always, if you don't see the visions, the pictures, just tell yourself the story of what I'm asking you to do in this visualization. You can still tell yourself the story and be there, even if you don't see in pictures. So for now, I want you to imagine that you are at the seaside. Perhaps it's somewhere that you've been and that's popped into your head and that's where you are. Or perhaps the scene of a movie or the scene from a book has popped into your head, and just go with it wherever you've ended up at the seaside. And if your mind doesn't want to go to the seaside, just allow it to go where it wants to go, within reason. Not with random thoughts and worries, but if it's a different venue, that's okay. So you're at the seaside and there's a promenade. And you're walking along the promenade. And in the distance at the end of the promenade, there's a little harbour. And I want you to wander along the promenade. I want you to be aware of anything that is on the promenade. Are there little shops? Is there a fun fair? Are there lots of people? What time of year is it? Is it summertime, springtime, winter? What are you wearing? Are you bundled up with a scarf and gloves? Or are you in shorts and a t-shirt? Just be aware of those things. Let them float into your mind. Look out to the sea. What colour is the sky, the horizon? Are there boats on the sea? Are there people on the beach? What kind of beach is it? Just be aware of all these things, all these thoughts that might come in. Be aware of any feelings that might come in with them. Perhaps there's memories involved, happy ones, hopefully. But just allow them to come in and pass through. Don't get caught up in them. Don't add to the story. Just notice them and let them go again and see what comes in next. And you reach the harbour at the end of the promenade, and there's lots of little boats tied up. And they all have names on them, all these little boats. And somewhere in there, amongst them, is a boat with your name on. But the other boats belong to other people in your life. People who perhaps have influence over you. People whose ideas sometimes knock you off your path and your ideas. And I want you just to gently, in your own time for the next 3 or 4 minutes, just go around the harbour. And as you go around the harbour, I want you to untie the boats that have other people's names on them and just register the fact that it's not your boat, it's their boat, and you can let it go because their ideas, their influence is theirs, and you don't want to go on that boat because you're looking for your own boat, which will be the last one that you find. So I'm just going to leave you quietly for the next 3 or 4 minutes, and if you finish and find your boat early, I want you just to sit on it and have some quiet time with your breath, breathing in at the tip of your nose and breathing out there. But perhaps there's lots of boats in that harbour and lots of people who have influence over you, and I want you just to gently, with love, release them, release their boats, untie them and let them go into the sea until you find your boat which you would like to sit on, just peacefully until my voice comes back in. Hopefully you've found your boat by now and you're sitting comfortably on it. And if you haven't, I want you to find it now and quickly climb aboard. And I want you to think about what might be holding you back from moving forward into your magnificent life. And just imagine that when you cast off from the harbour, which you're going to do, that you're leaving behind any restrictions, any ties with the past that might be holding you back. Just think about what is holding you back, what has been holding you back, who might be holding you back, and I want you to now just release the rope that is tying you to the harbour, your little boat, or perhaps you have a big boat. But anyway, release the ties from the harbour and allow yourself to sail forward. Face the front of the boat. Face the horizon face it and know that you can do anything. This is your boat. It's your journey. And you know where you're going. You're leaving all the things that have been holding you back behind you on that harbour. The people who perhaps have been influencing you to do things differently from how you want to are on their own boats, and perhaps you can see them and you can wave at them and you can proudly say, this is my boat with my name on and I know where I'm going. And just feel how it feels to know this is your path, this is your boat, this is your journey. You're free of all the restrictions, all the connections, all the ties that were holding you back. You're protected, you're safe, and you know the way. And as if by magic, your boat turns into the surface that is in your space, and you are back there. You are back there, but your memory of freedom, your memory of moving forward is strong, and it's there inside you. Should you forget, should someone's influences start to pull you off your boat, off your path, off your journey, you can connect with yourself inside and remember the boat, your boat with your name on. You're on your boat and not someone else's. Their direction is different from yours. That memory is inside now. So bringing your attention to your feet, your ankles, wiggling your toes, noticing your legs, your knees, your hips, your pelvis, your spine running up the middle of your back, noticing your tummy and your chest and your rib cage expanding with your next breath. Noticing your shoulders, your arms, your elbows, your wrists, your thumbs, your fingers, giving your fingers a wiggle. Noticing your neck, your head, your eyes behind your eyelids. Noticing again the gentleness of your eyelids in front of your eyes. And bringing your attention to your breath going in at the tip of your nose. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in, you know you're breathing in. And breathing out, you know you're breathing out. And I want you just to take 2 or 3 deeper breaths. And when you're ready, just opening your eyes gently, opening those eyelids gently, allowing your eyes to come back to focus. Making sure that you have a drink in the near future, and making sure that when you reconnect with the floor and stand up to rejoin your day, that you pay attention, that you are grounded and you feel the earth beneath your feet. Thank you for joining me. Namaste.